Alrighty, we are back with another list of players that you need to have on your radar at the VNL this summer. And this time around, we're talking about the outside hitters. And here's a hint of who made this list. We've got a fiery Turkish powerhouse. We've got a family storyline spanning 2 different countries, a Dominican with roots in the USA college system, Canada's most decorative active international, and one of the most absurd individual seasons we've seen from a 23-year-old in the world's most competitive club league ever. Any guesses? Or should we just get into it? All right, let's just do it. Coming in at number 5. Turkey's Ebrar Karakurt. Whether you love her or you hate her, she is impossible to ignore. I'm Team Karakurt. I think she's the perfect combination of power and raw emotion, making her one of the most electrifying attackers in the women's game. She can run hot and cold, but honestly, that's what makes it so fun to watch. It's like Forrest Gump. You know, Karakurt is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Karakurt came up through the Bank youth system, then she played in Italy, she played in Russia. Now she's back in Azerbaijan, and they took the silver in Champions League this season. And at that tournament, she told me she would describe her playing style, if it were a fruit, as a strawberry, because she wants to be more sweet on the court. And we love a self-aware queen.
That's a great swing, but 2-2. Can you keep that level?
Speaking of sweet, next up is one of the most heartwarming stories of the VNL. Leana Grozer is just 19 years old. She's the daughter of German men's volleyball star Georg Grozer. He's one of the most celebrated outside hitters in European volleyball history. Leana is now making a name for herself in the German senior national team, and she won the German league title in 2025. But the best part of her story is that in week 3, when Germany play the Czech Republic in Serbia, Leana will actually face off against Helena, formerly Havelkova, now Grozer, who is married to Georg and essentially Leana's stepmom. Helena is one of the best Czech players of all time. We actually won a silver medal in Champions League together back in Italy, in Busto Arsizio, way back in the day. But to bring it full circle, Leana is actually headed to play in Busto next season. 2 Grozers, 2 countries, 2 more reasons to watch the VNL this summer.
Here's Grozer. Gosh, she's got an arm. Just crushes it cross court.
Number 3 is the Dominican's Flormarie Heredia. Now, this is a player that is straddling 2 worlds. Her mother, Flormarie, was a member of the Dominican national team in the 90s, and Flormarie was born in Santo Domingo. Then she went to school at the U, my alma mater, and last season I called a match where she broke the program record with an insane 42 kills over rival FSU. She was the top scorer of the NCAA last season. And to boot, she also has her U Miami setter, Ariana Rodriguez, dishing the exact set that she's going to want in the national team as well. She didn't get a whole lot of court time last summer, probably because she is younger and she's a little smaller than the other pin options for the Dominican, but I highly expect to see her do some good things this summer and in the lead up to LA.
Wilson had it dug out. Heredia Cologne wants it. She's got it. She's got a new program record. 34 kills.
Incredible, long, emotional play.
Stop right there. Before we go any further, if you like this kind of content, let the algorithm know. You can give it a thumbs up, you can subscribe, you'll be the first to know about any kind of giveaways that we're doing this summer, and I'm going to be on site with the VNL every single week doing commentary, so if you follow Volleyverse on Instagram or on TikTok or on both, you're going to see some fun behind the scenes content. You might even get some exclusive chats with some of the players. Fingers crossed, if we're lucky. And the Volleyverse Hub is open for business. You can vote on your favorite players, on some match outcomes, MVPs, etc. So, now you know. Back to the video. Number 2 is Canada's Alexa Gray. Speaking of the road to the LA Olympics, Canada have a huge opportunity to qualify this quad, and Alexa Gray is a big part of that. She took last summer off, but she had a hugely successful season with Athletes Unlimited, with Love Salt Lake, despite battling some injuries. She's one of the best pipe attackers in the whole women's game, and before heading back to play in USA, she had a career at the top of the club game in Conegliano, in Scandicci, in Busto, in Azerbaijan. She came off the bench for Conegliano in 2025 in that final with 25 points, hitting 650 to get them the win. Big game time performer. But what's wild is that her sister Jordan is already an Olympian, but in rugby sevens, and playing for the USA. in Tokyo. So imagine the family lore if she could bring Canada to LA for volleyball. I mean, I'm here for the storyline alone.
That's again a brilliant spike from Alexa Ligre, 84 kilometers per hour. Difficult to stop.
And finally, my number one outside hitter to watch this summer is Italy's Ekaterina Antropova. This is probably my favorite storyline of the summer. You've heard me talk all year long about Antropova, but have you ever heard me put outside hitter next to her name? No, I guess is the answer to that. Maybe? No, I don't think so. She was born in Iceland to Russian parents, raised in Italy, and she's actually only been with the Azzurre for 3 years, but it feels like so much longer. You know she dominated in the opposite for Scandicci this season. They won the Club World Champs, they went to the Champions League Final Four, but she's only ever played second fiddle to Paolo Gonu in the national team. So finally, this summer, the experiment begins. As dominant as she was on the opposite, can she do that on the outside? That is my big question. Because the big difference here is she's gonna have to pass the ball. Anyone who cares about volleyball knows how dominant Italy are already, so I'm really excited to see how this experiment goes. That is it for my list of outside hitters. Who would you add to the list? Keep in mind, there are 18 teams with a long list of 8 outsides on each list, so there's plenty more amazing players that I could have picked, but this list has only 5. Keep that in mind. Many, many more Volleyverse videos coming your way this summer, but until then, see you at the VNL. Okie dokie. Okay, my hair's getting really long. 3, I forgot to put it. She knows. I'm not kidding. Or not this summer. I start that again. Pause. I think this is getting easier. I can't tell.